it done. Okay. Now I got to move on to another one. So, and if you have any questions about that, how I handle that, or if you want to add to it, please, feel free. Because I believe in doing everything in excellence and like a pro. For real. We're going to do it like a pro. We're going to notarize like a pro. How we notarizing, guys? Like a pro. We're going to provide customer service like a what? Like a what? Like a pro. So, never let them see you sweat kind of thingy. Never let them see you upset. So I think toward the end, though, she could tell, because now when you didn't want to give me the paper, send it to me so I could look at it, and now you want to come back over, I was getting a little irritated. I was. Thank you, Lisa. Like a pro. Yeah, I was getting a little irritated, to be quite frank, because I just didn't want her to come back over here. And there would be conversation, which we had a great conversation. I didn't mind talking to her, just in case she's ever watching this. But it was just like, I got a lot of work to get done today. Okay, next thing was an apostille. So I had a client. I told y'all about this, probably 4 weeks ago. But I had an apostille going to Dominican Republic. It was some transcripts for a school, but it wasn't just a regular transcript. It was a GED. So GED work a little bit differently. And that's why you got to know your apostilles. You have to know how to process apostilles. I'm going to preach that all day long. We're going to do apostilles like a pro, guys. If you half butt it, half do it, it's not going to be right. Your client is going to come back, and you don't want them coming back because it's your fault. And if they got to come back, let it be because of them. And that's what happened in her case. She had to come back because of them. And I'll tell you what happened. So anyway, just cleaning up messes all day, okay? So in her case, and I do have an apostille course. I'd be remiss if I didn't tell you. It's included in the mentorship program, which I'll tell you about later. Or you can check it out at notaryeducators.com under self-paced courses. It's 60% off. Coupon code is WIN, WIN 2025, okay? At notaryeducators.com. So in my apostille case that I had to continue working on, now we're going into week 4. So we did complete it. We did it as a copy cert, okay? Now the thing about that is, I already know in other countries they may not want a copy cert. They want an original apostille. They want an original document, original everything. But her husband kept, kind of pushing her and forcing her. And I asked her, and I told her initially, I said, hey, the government in Dominican Republic, the people over there, they may not accept this, because that's what's the bottom line when it comes to apostilles. You can do your part over here, but it's based on what the government wants over in the other country, if they're going to accept it or not, okay? So I told her up front, they may or may not take this. So she talked to her husband. He's like, no, go ahead and do it. It's okay. I got to get this done. And then sure enough, a month passed, and she says, hey, Miss Kimberly. I usually go by Kimberly in my notary business. Hey, Miss Kimberly. Occasionally Kim, but usually Kimberly. Kimmi on YouTube. Kimmi over here. Kimberly over there. So anyway, she's like, hey, Miss Kimberly. Yeah, I talked to my husband, and you're correct. We do need to have it redone. Oh, I wasn't sure if they was going to take it or not. I'm going to tell you the truth. But anytime you deal with school transcripts and stuff, the whole point of the apostille is they want to make sure it's legit. Because you can print a whole thing on ChatGPT, right? Print me the transcripts of I have not done this, but I'm sure you can. Print me school transcripts for a GED this year, add this signature, whatever, and then print it out. So when it's going over to the other country, that's what they're trying to confirm. So again, I'm working for free, right? Because I'm not made no money yet. And that's the thing with apostilles too. A lot of the legwork and stuff you're doing for free. Now, somebody might have created a way to put a consultation in there and charge that. Hey, I'm going to charge you 30 minutes for every time I got to do a consult, with $30 every time I got to do a consultation with you or something. I don't charge all that. So when you think about what you make for an apostille, yeah, if I'm going to charge her, 3 digits for the one apostille, but don't forget, now I've invested time helping her organize it, get it together. A lot of times they don't know what documentation they need. So that's why you're the expert. So when people say, well, why are you charging so much for one piece of paper? Why is it costing so much? Because I know what I'm doing. Okay. And if I don't know, I have a team around me that I can consult. So that's what I actually ended up doing yesterday, because I knew what to do. I already knew what to do. And she told her husband that. It made me feel so good. She said, this lady over here, she knows what she's doing. So she said, it's what we got to do. It's what we have to do. You love it when your clients fight for you, right? So he didn't question it anyway, because I already did two, remember. I did one from a college transcript, and that went fine. The second one did not, right? That was a GED. So anyway, he knew I knew what I was doing. I knew I knew what I was doing, but just to, get that little extra cushion, I went ahead and I consulted with someone, and I asked them, consulted. I don't know if consorted is bad. I gotta look it up. I know consorted can be bad, but I consulted with someone. And anyway, they were like, no, that's the same process I would do. So I was like, okay, go Kimmi, go ahead. So anyway, all that being said, so now we're waiting. We're back in the waiting mode. But I spent at least a half hour on the phone with her yesterday, then talking to the other person, and I had to call her back. So at least 45 minutes, okay? I'm not paid. I've not made no money. I've not made no money. Because see, whatever she did before, that's done. That's paid, right? So anyway, that's what happens with apostilles. There's a lot of legwork in apostilles. That's why when you do go to tell somebody $200, $300, yeah, it's worth it. Y'all see what I go? I put several apostille day videos here. You got to run around to the school sometime. You got to run down to the office, get it back to the client. It's not. I mean, when you really think about it in comparison to go to work 40 hours a week somewhere, and you still might not make that much money, it's not hard. Okay. But you'll hear me fuss about it just because, a lot of times I have to put things in perspective too. When I am fussing about something like that, I'm like, girl, you took 3 hours to do that, and look how much money you made compared to, when you had to go out to work. How long did it take you to make that amount of money? So all things are relative. So I want to talk a little bit about, finish up to what I was talking about yesterday. What are you guys talking about? What state are you from? Do you have your commission? You feel comfortable notarizing? Let's talk a little bit. While you could drop some comments in there while I finish talking about yesterday. So yesterday I was talking about the market not being oversaturated because a lot of people are still thinking that it's too late for them. And we used the illustration yesterday about hamburger restaurants and chicken restaurants. They're still opening up. Every day somebody's got a permit in for a chicken restaurant. And I just found out yesterday in my area that they're trying to put a funeral home near my home. I was like, what? And I missed the thing to log on because I would have logged on just to see what the people were talking about. But even when you think about funeral homes within a 10-mile radius, well, we better go a little bit further because they're not on every corner. Like where I'm from in Detroit, they always say it's a funeral home, a church, and a liquor store on every corner, which is true in Detroit. A funeral home, a liquor store, and a church on every corner. And I don't want to say I'm opposed to it coming. I ain't thrilled about it coming. They was like, it's going to be a pet crematory in there too. So I don't know. I guess they're saying it could be a health hazard. But my point in telling you that is that funeral homes are there are a lot of them. So people aren't saying, well, you know what? I don't think I'll put another one up because they already got 5 in the area. Or it's already 4 in the area. No, they want to open up their funeral home and their service might be better than the other 4 that are already open. Their prices might be better. It could be any number of reasons why somebody would choose this one over that one. Same thing in your notary business. Okay. It's the same exact thing. There could be 4 other notaries in your area, but they don't know what they're doing. They're messing up documents. Their service is not great. Their prices are too high, right? So there is still room for you. There is still room for you to start your notary business. And it's not going away. The notary role itself is not new. It's even in Bible times, thousands and thousands of years ago. Okay. You can go back and look at Ezra. He was a copyist. Go back. There are several instances in the Bible. So that's how long the notary role been around, right? It wasn't necessarily called notary, but that's what they were doing, is recording documents. That's what we're doing now. Recording, stamping documents, identifying clients. It's nothing changed. It's nothing new under the sun. The only thing new about it is that we're just not finding out about it. I said it. It's new for us. Now, a lot of you have been around for years. I have people joining our mentorship, buying courses, and they said, Kimmi, I've been following you for years. And it breaks my heart sometimes, but it also makes me feel good. Because why does it make me feel good? Longevity in the space. They trust me, right? But what breaks my heart about it is that these same people have had their commission for 3 years, still have not started their business, and just sitting there. Just sitting there. Just sitting. So that's why this year I kept saying no more excuses all the time. No more excuses. Because we created a mentorship. Now I'll tell you about the mentorship. We created a mentorship program that is affordable now for everyone. I'm sorry. Because, and the reason I'm saying I'm sorry that